From base to dome, the giant structure was alight, a torch to usher in the newborn year. This is how the New York Times described the first ever New Year's Eve celebration in Times Square. The year is 1904. It's the turn of the century, and New York City is celebrating New Year's Eve for the first time ever. Adolph Ochs, the owner of New York Times, has put together a celebration for the ages. You see, the Times is opening their new headquarters in Times Square, and this just so happens to coincide with New Year's Eve. Adolph has organised for a day-long street festival with fireworks in the evening. And when the party is over, after the clock strikes midnight and the year resets to January 1st, 20,000 attendees will start to make their way home, still buzzing from what they've just experienced and eager to do it all again in a year's time. A tradition has been born. For the next 2 years, New Yorkers flock to Times Square to bring in the new year. Adolph will set off fireworks from the top of the Times 25-story building, whilst hundreds and thousands of people partied beneath them. Come 1907, however, Adolph's popular New Year's entertainment hit a snag when city officials deemed his fireworks a safety hazard and forbade them to take place the following year. While Sir Adolph was not about to have his parade be rained on, he needed to come up with a suitable replacement for the fireworks, and he needed to do it quickly. It's been said that he was inspired by a time ball at the city's Western Union building, one that was designed to drop every day to signify that it was noon. Adolph commissioned the services of a young Ukrainian immigrant metalworker named Jacob Starr to build this very own Times Square time ball. Now, although Adolph is widely credited for coming up with the ball drop idea, Jacob's granddaughter actually said in an interview that she believes the time ball was her grandfather's idea. And whoever's idea it was, on the eve of 1908, an enormous crowd gathered in Times Square, their eyes fixated on a 700-pound iron and wooden ball suspended atop the Times Tower by a flagpole. Adorned with 125-watt bulbs and spanning 5 feet in diameter, the ball was lowered by workers using ropes and pulleys, reaching the bottom of the flagpole just as the clock struck midnight. The crowd loved it, and the New York Times described the reaction to the ball drop as a wild human hullabaloo of noise. Traditions persisted, and the ball has continued to drop in Times Square every year since 1907, barring 1942 and 43 when it was cancelled due to wartime measures. It's morphed over the years, taking on 7 different designs, from an aluminum cage with light bulbs to a ball resembling an apple with red bulbs and a green stem, to the current ball that's covered with crystal triangles, lit up by over 32,000 LED lights, and capable of generating over 16 million colors and billions of patterns. Today, the ball drops a distance of 77 feet and coincides with the release of 3,000 pounds or 30,000 pieces of confetti at midnight. Unlike its first 87 years when it was manually operated, today the ball is, of course, operated electronically. However, preparations for the New Year's Eve party include engineers and artists testing the ball several times to make sure it works the way it's supposed to. The ball drop is no doubt one of the most well-known and iconic parts of New York City. Having been featured in several TV shows, films, and coverage, including the movie New Year's Eve, the iconic Dick Clark's New Year's Rocking Eve, and the hilarious footage of Anderson Cooper, or any CNN reporter for that matter, getting drunk on live TV. It signifies the passing of time and the start of something new. It serves as a beacon for communities to gather around and celebrate together. It's so much more than just a ball in the sky. From me to you and yours, have a very happy new year.